this question we have three examples. We'll look at them in turn, one at a time. One for sine, cosine, and tangent. And we're trying to find two angles between 0 and 360 that satisfy the certain conditions. This one, and this one here. Okay, let's zoom in here. So we have sine of negative 0.454. So let me write that down. Sine theta is equal to negative 0.454. I'm going to take the inverse to find the first angle, 454, and that's going to give me, let's pull up our calculator here, bring it to the side, clear it, let's see, negative 0.454, and let's do sine inverse, negative 27. Okay, that'll give us negative 27 degrees. So negative 27, let me just bring this out of here. Negative 27, if this is positive angles, this here is a negative angle, so I'm going to be down here. So negative 27 will be kind of this way. I'll put negative 27 degrees, but as a positive angle, this way, it'll be 360 minus 27 degrees, which gives us 333 degrees. Remember, the angle has to be between 0 and 360, so negative 27 doesn't fall into that range there. So theta 1 is 333 degrees. Where's theta 2? Well, we are negative here, so where else is sine negative? Well, that's going to happen in quadrant 3, and I need a reference angle of also 27. So I'm going to have 27 over here, and my value will be 180 plus 27, or theta 2 is going to be 207 degrees. And as usual, if you want to convince ourselves that that is correct, let's go to our calculator and do 207 sine, and obviously if you round that 3, with a 9 following, you get 454. It's negative, and it works out pretty well. So that's our first one, theta 1 and theta 2. Let's move on to cosine. And same thing, we're going to start off with creating our equation. Cos theta is negative 0.3584. So theta is going to be cos inverse of negative 0.3584, which gives us, once again, calculator. We don't want this big one. Actually, let's keep the calculator on for now. So negative 0.3584 cos inverse 111. Okay, let me double check that just so I had a negative there. So negative 0.3584 cos inverse, that's right. Okay, so that's theta 1. 111, it's going to be roughly out here. So from here to here, that's 111 degrees, which means my reference angle will be what? 69 degrees. 79 degrees. 79 degrees. No. 180 minus 111. I got it right the first time. Okay, so that's my first reference angle. That means cos, where else is it going to be negative? That is going to be in quadrant number 3. I'm going to have to add 69 degrees on to 180, so plus 180 plus 69. That gives me 249. So 249 degrees. 249 degrees is going to give me theta 2. And if I want to check 249, and I'm going to do cosine, and I get the same value, okay, over here that I did in my calculation. Okay, moving on to the last one for tangent. I'm just going to get straight to it. Theta is tan inverse of negative 28.636. And so let's enter that in, negative 28.636. And I'm going to do tan inverse. I get theta is equal to negative, let's round it, negative 88 degrees. Okay, so that's down here, roughly almost minus 90, minus 88. But again, that's not between 0 and 360. So I have to do, let me reset this, 360 minus 88, which gives me my theta 1 value of 272 degrees. Where else is tangent negative? Well, over here. And again, I'm using a reference angle of 88 because that's what I have over here. So 88 as well. And from here to here is going to be 92. So theta 2 is going to be 92 degrees. Let's check that. If I go 92 tangent, I get negative 28.636, repeating, well, not repeating, but a bunch of other numbers. Close enough. And that looks good. Okay, so we have our values in all these three cases. Notice how when we first calculated theta, it did not fall within our range, so we had to analyze our scenario and express that negative value, that negative theta, in terms of a positive value theta.